86 kilos. Aeoden Sinclair wearing Charlie Millard's singlet. They're both AWA kids. That's Askren Wrestling Academy. Shake hands with Josh Barr with a head wrap. He got knocked in the head by a knee in his semifinal match. Barr completed a season on the Penn State Nittany Lion program. He's got Coach Kale and Coach Cunningham in his corner. Ben Askren in the corner for Sinclair. One minute down, no scores yet. This was a battle at the U.S. Open, won by Sinclair. He's been sitting out, getting to watch his competition wrestle this tournament, cheering on his teammates, current teammates, future teammates. Sinclair headed to Missouri. Lots of hand fighting. And now Barr hits the passivity warning. He'll go on the clock. 30 seconds to score. Or else Sinclair will get the first point of this match. And Sinclair gets Barr stepping backwards, drives him off the mat. Gets a point, and now Barr's going to have some issues. That head wrap right above the eye. That's not fun. So fleeing, white paddled. Now some more wrapping. For Barr, it's like an island almost. It's really in there. So Barr's as tough as they come. I don't think the injury is affecting how he wrestles, but that wrap around his head, it gets into those eyes, that can affect how he sees. So they'll do what they can. And we're good to go. Back in action. 1 point for Sinclair. And Barr's still on that clock. If your opponent scores while you're on the clock, there's no resetting of the activity clock. That clock is for you and you only. And there is the second point. 2-0. 50 seconds to go in the first period. Aeoden Sinclair of Wisconsin. Josh Barr of Penn State by way of Michigan. Passivity warning on Sinclair. Short time here in the first period. Can Barr steal some points here late in the period? Will Sinclair add to his lead? Final seconds tick away. No more scores. And it'll stay 2-0, 2 1-point scores. So Barr, 2-point move. He'll have criteria. There's a 4-time NCAA champ, an Olympic gold medalist, an Olympic silver medalist in Cale Sanderson. There's a 2-time NCAA champ and a 2008 Olympian. I think he placed top 10 in Ben Askren in Sinclair's corner. So the stars come out for these tournaments. Some of the best coaches, athletes, former wrestlers. Whether they're actively coaching or watching or just enjoying the show. Second period underway. Barr gets underneath Sinclair. He's trying to come up with that leg now. Sinclair gets it back. He's got his hips back, but Barr extremely strong. He's trying to muscle Sinclair over. Sinclair scrambles into a game of dueling ankles, and he'll probably get a stalemate. Yeah, he does. Good defense by Sinclair. Barr finishes that attack on I don't know how many other guys. Sinclair doing just enough. I mean, he's really controlling center. Hasn't scored a ton, but trying to cut off Barr's exits here. Not letting Barr just circle back to the center. And Sinclair loses his balance, but no score there. Now Barr on a shot. Front headlock from Sinclair. Trying to float around, but Barr says, thanks for that leg. I'll take it from here. Sinclair fighting back. They're in a scramble. No exposure yet. Everything white paddled. Barr continues to stay in deep. Looking for a head pinch. Sinclair missed it, but that head wrap came off. Can Barr pop his head and pick up two? Was that two for red? Everything white paddled, so no score except there's a step out. Or white paddled again for grounded. So everything's grounded. No score out of that exchange. Will we get a brick? There goes the head wrap. Still 2-0. Is there a brick? Coach Sanderson has the brick in his hand. Wonder if he's still thinking about it. He's got to throw it soon, otherwise too much time will have passed. There's Askren, classic Askren, no shoes. And yeah, Barr needs another wrap here. I don't think it's going to be counted as blood time. Strangely, international rules, freestyle and folk style, according to UWW, you don't get an injury clock, but you do get a blood time clock, which is backwards. They should change it, but nobody's asking for my opinion. So this is just round one. Injuries like this that require tapings and bandages, that's what happens when you got to wrestle the meat grinders that are these tournaments. Barr had tough matches for this one. And we're going to have a break, but just kidding. So Barr, finals, Challenge 30 finals against Max McAnally. That's what did him in, but he ended up winning 4-1. That's where he got that big bump on the head. So 1 minute to go. Here, round one of the U20 World Team Trials, best 2 out of 3. Can Barr get through Sinclair's defenses? I don't know how nobody scored in that last exchange. Barr goes in deep. Sinclair circles. There goes the head wrap. Barr still trying to come in. Sinclair, he's been sitting out. He didn't have to wrestle that challenge tournament. Brings him down to the mat. Barr trying to come up. 30 seconds. Now Barr wants to stay grounded. Sinclair's got them turned around. Barr's feet are out of bounds. And then we're going to get a restart. Barr's going to need another bandage. He's frustrated. I don't blame him. It's tough. It's out of your control. You just want to wrestle. He's okay. There's the whistle. Barr shoots in. Can't find an opening. 15 seconds. Another shot from Barr. And there's the takedown. 10 seconds. Sinclair going to try to counter. He's not staying on bottom. Can he spin around? They're sliding around. Runs out of time. And Josh Barr in the final seconds gets the takedown. Josh Barr is your winner of round 1. In Penn State, took a red shirt. Was potentially going to have to wrestle 74 when Starace got injured at the end of the year, but I don't see him ever making that weight class. He's a full-size 86 kilo. His opponent, Aeoden Sinclair. This was a weird bout. You see the head wrap on Josh Barr. His match with Max McAnally in the finals of the Challenge tournament, he took a knee, accidental knee, right to the head. Opened up a big wound right over his eye, and they've been dealing with that. He's been dealing with that, and the training staff and his coaches. So there's been a good amount of blood time. Sinclair got 2 one-point scores and then gave up a 2 with about 10 seconds left. It was very dramatic, but that gave Barr round 1. But this was the kind of match it was, very strategic. A lot of underhooks, collar ties in the center of the mat. Passivity warning on Barr. Sinclair comfortable wrestling pretty much anywhere. You make it a phone booth match, he's fine there. You start wrestling from space. I think Barr wants to use that length to his advantage, find an opening, but Sinclair's defense has been very impressive. And he won this bout. It was another tight one at the U.S. Open Finals, which gave him the bye.
Nice step in there from Sinclair. Immediate close shin wizard defense from Barr, and he kicks out. Now he's in on the leg. Beautiful re-attack. Not done yet. He jumps up to the waist. So Sinclair has a whizzer, and he slides that knee out and faces. Good defense from both wrestlers.
Yeah, tremendous exchange there. That'll leave fans of either wrestler or both wrestlers feeling exasperated. Each one was very close to his score, but too much defense. And I thought Barr was on, yeah, we got to get the passivity clock going. I think Barr got his second. They're going to have to rewind, look at the replay to figure out what the time should be so that they can put Barr on the clock with the right amount of time.
Yeah, Barr's definitely going to need a couple of stitches or at least some glue in that left brow after this. He was gushing pretty good after taking that knee from McAnally. Barr, a guy I've been really impressed with this tournament. You know, Sinclair put it on him at the U.S. Open, 10-0. And to come around just a month later, reverse that result.
Yeah, and I think I mentioned that it was a close bout, but you're right. It was hard fought, but Sinclair really opened up on him.
And I've been impressed with Barr's motion here this tournament as well. It's almost been, I think I said this in the McAnally match too when I was commentating, but Mitchell Messenbrink-esque, the way he darts in and out, you know, the fakes from space. But Sinclair been able to slow him down a little bit here, tying him up.
Action underway again, just a few seconds left on that activity clock. There's the point. And Sinclair also got a step out there. That's where he is so stingy when you're trying to circle back in. He's got great mat sense.
good gyro, whatever you want to call it. And he picks up 2 points. Activity clock, and
there goes the head
step
wrap.
out. Yeah, that's going to be a reoccurring theme here. It's frustrating for everybody. See Coach Cunningham, Coach Sanderson. They just want to take some sort of like magic wand, glue gun, whatever, and just zap it back into place. But this sometimes happens, especially when you got to go through a challenge tournament like Barr did.
Yeah, super impressed with all the guys that had to go through the challenge tournament today. Some of them had some real battles, like Josh Barr with McAnally. Earlier today, just hours ago, and then having to battle best 2 out of 3 against the best in the world like Sinclair.
You don't get a day off like you do at Olympic team trials, for instance, or a day to recover, or an evening, what have you. So there's the initial wrap. Now another little wrap. And this is no fun for Josh Barr either. You got to stand there while they operate on your head, basically. Well, it's not an operation, but. And we're underway again. 30 seconds remain in the first period. Sinclair, excuse me, trying to run Barr out of bounds with a front headlock. Barr recovers. Barr looking for a head tap and go. Final seconds of the period. And to the break they go. Shoeless Ben Askren.
Always shoeless.
Taking care of Sinclair. Shoeless and sandalless at this point. Likes to keep himself grounded. Coach Sanderson, Coach Cunningham.
Back-to-back Askrens here in the finals. Mirasol up next.
That's right. Mirasola's brothers on mat 5, right next to us. The Mirasola brothers. The Askren brothers are here. Lots of brothers. It's a family affair. Second period underway. 2-point lead for Sinclair, trying to force round 3. Barr reaching in.
Yeah, Sinclair kind of biting on those fakes a little bit. So I'm looking for that re-attack now. Knee pull single for Barr. He's going to try and finish out the back door. Needs to get his butt in between his heel and Sinclair. So right now Sinclair's still fighting far ankle.
How Sinclair can get leverage from that position is crazy. He's on his hip, and Barr is levering up on the bottom leg. And he still manages to keep himself from going past 90 degrees with his back and pick an ankle on Barr. Get a stalemate, so impressive defense. Barr was in deep there. That was a very slick shot. So we'll let this sequence play out, and then Sinclair's going to get a passivity warning.
One on the step out.
Oh, wow, I missed that.
Yep,
That's on
far
the
side.
Yeah.
Oh, swim duck from Barr. Sinclair wasn't expecting it.
Right off the whistle. That's how you get right back in a match that you're trailing by 3. All 1-point scores, so all Barr needs is a 1-point move at this point. The last thing Sinclair wants to do is sit on a lead after the way he lost round 1 in literally the final 10 seconds. We've got 95 seconds to work here. Barr seems like he's got plenty in the tank.
Yeah.
I don't know if fresh is the right word, but he's moving very well. Sinclair not lagging behind, but not quite as active, I guess. Under a minute to go. We'll get a restart.
There's a nice shot from Sinclair, head to the outside.
See him put pressure right above the knee. And now he'll cover for two, and that's a big score, clutch. 3-point lead now, 30 seconds remaining in the period, in the match.
Sinclair was winning late in match one. Can't think he has this locked up.
Barr coming at him. 20 seconds. Barr tried to muscle up something, feet to back there.
Whistle. Hands to the face, caution in one, will be confirmed. So no step out because the whistle was blown before the step out. Hands to the face, the call.
So 5-3, and Sinclair can't give up a takedown. Or Barr will once again snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. Swim moves. He's in deep.
Sinclair locking in crotch. Barr has both legs, but he needs to cut the corner.
Final effort from
time.
Barr. Not enough.
So another match three coming up.
Yeah, we get a treat with these. Underway. Aeoden Sinclair fending off a shot right away by Josh Barr in the blue. Sinclair, gold singlet, red trim. Front headlock for Mirasola. And Barr trying to muscle his way through. See that big head wrap on Barr. We talked about it the last match, probably the last two matches. They're ear to ear. Two close ones. Mirasola. That's not Mirasola, that's Aeoden Sinclair. He's wearing a Mirasola singlet. Why doesn't anybody wear their own singlets anymore?
Well, that's not the cool thing to do, Spay.
Everybody wears everybody else's singlet. That's fine, except your names are on them. So Sinclair gave up takedown in the final 10 seconds. That gave Barr the victory. He earned it in round one. Round two, Sinclair held off a late charging Barr to win another close one. So they split 1-1. It was all Sinclair.
Oh, what a beautiful high crotch from Sinclair. Barr sit in the corner though. To blue. They're going to get a challenge. I do think Sinclair initiated that, but I'm not. Did Barr expose?
Yeah, that's going to be the key there. I know Ben Askren, his coach, is pantomiming what the move was for Sinclair.
I do think it was pretty clear Mirasola, or I just did it too.
You did it now. We both got.
Sinclair initiated.
So the barefoot Askren. It's the different match.
And credit to Barr there for even getting in this position because Sinclair got deep on that high crotch.
So getting a look at it now. Had to pull it up in the replays. Very close. This is going to be tight. It'll either be 3-0 on a failed challenge. It could go 2 Sinclair, 1 Barr.
Or just 2 Barr.
Yeah, right. They didn't finish.
So Barr did not expose. So the takedown confirmed, an extra point on the board for Barr for loss of challenge. Sinclair back on the attack, same leg. Not quite as deep this time. Barr's going to be able to go crotch lock.
And a 5-point lead for Barr. We're still in the first, but he's got to like the way he came out of those scrambles. Those are classic Aeoden Sinclair scrambles, or where you would think he'd feel more comfortable, but Barr, to his credit, got those points. And knock on wood, that head wrap hasn't come out yet, so that's a big plus.
Sinclair trying to go back to that right leg of Barr. This time Barr able to head block and avoid having to even counter. Although each time Aeden's gotten to that leg this match, Barr's been able to turn into his points.
Hey, good news, these guys aren't going to Jordan.
It just changed?
No, they're going to Pontevedra, where it's always been, in Spain.
Ah,
We're thinking of U17s.
U17s are in Jordan.
Yeah, David Bray gave us the heads up.
Shout out to our man David Bray.
Shout out to Big Maine, David Bray. So final half of a match. U20's coming up. Pontevedra, very lovely place, northwest Spain. Think about making a vacation trip if you have any inclination. Highly recommended. Three minutes left. 5-0 lead from Barr. Can he finish things off? Put another Nittany Lion on the world team. Lillidahl made it. He's a future Nittany Lion. PJ Duke, Zach Ryder, Mirasola. We're going half Lions.
Re-attack, and now from Barr, arm drag for Sinclair, but Barr able to get that right arm up.
Almost a re-attack, but the long wingspan of Barr kept Mirasola from scoring. So half mentioned, it didn't finish the sentence, but Sinclair, wow, as Barr is going to get points there. One step point on the step out. It was all Sinclair at the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
And then it was two tight matches, and now it's all Barr. So pendulum swinging back and forth between these two. Sinclair headed to Missouri. We'll see if they continue their rivalry in college. This match isn't over yet, though. 1 minute, 40 seconds and counting.
Nice double. Sinclair switches off to one leg. He had two. I'm not sure why he switched off to one there. And now it's Barr in on the legs.
Yeah, Barr wrestling the perfect match so far. And now Sinclair's in trouble. Two more.
And there's the difference. Barr able to finish his shots. Sinclair has not been able to finish his shots this match. He's been able to get in.
Right. But after that first scramble, it was like, oh, Barr got the better of of Sinclair in the scramble, and then he's won really every other exchange, or at least gotten a stalemate at worst. Under a minute, and Sinclair trying to get a chest wrap. He's going for it, and that'll be it. Josh Barr is relieved. He gets to let his eye heal a little bit, take a little break, and then back on it, and headed to Spain with the rest of his U20 World Team members.
Which is now completely set. So this